Glad to have you along with us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Virginia Cavaliers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
After a few challenging years, Virginia is back on top. A tradition there for the Cavaliers. They went 11-3 in 2025. Tony Elliott continues to build a winner. Getting to the ACC championship game last season, they believe they can keep continuity on competition rolling for the Cavs. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Virginia's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Keeps it himself. Looking for room at the 40. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Up to 44 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Kick is good. And the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Cavaliers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And now here comes Peyton Lewis. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Holstein on the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Throwing, Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Got his man on the right. Runs through a man, he might have space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. And the Cavaliers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Finds his back in the middle. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry.
Here's a little room there. 10! Touchdown, Cavaliers! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The give to the left. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Fires to the big fella. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Makes a man miss. Got room at the 35. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Hauls it in. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Bailey. Right on the money. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Beebe. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Pulls it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Running inside, it's Lewis. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Holstein. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Grab behind the line. It's Snow. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. A strike downfield. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Scott.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Maybe some room here. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And they've regained the lead.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. Kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, it went in. Nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Gets the back moving. Here's Holstein to throw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Keeps it on the option. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal block.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead, built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is important to the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Fighting Irish who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back over to your game in Charlottesville. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, Virginia's head coach told me at the half they are pretty excited about what they're seeing from their running back. As you know, he's a transfer. This is why they brought him in. And although he is performing very well, they've still got work to do. Trailing in this game, they've got to be a little bit better at the line of scrimmage here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Cavaliers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Play fake, Holstein. Swings it out to his running back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Splits the uprights. It's good. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense. great scoring field position.
Grab behind the line. It's Flores. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. Go! Touchdown, Virginia! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. The run inside. It's Scott. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On target. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short.
Snags it, and there's running room. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sends it back in motion. grabbed in the backfield. It's Scott.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Looks as if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Eli Holstein to throw. Takes the easy one to the back.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They go play action with Holstein. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. Caught, and he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got it in the middle. It's Flores. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Running inside, it's Lewis. Got some room and under the goal line. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Just a crushing mistake on the penalty wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. First down here for the offense. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Douglas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. The run inside, it's Scott. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. It's caught. They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibson. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Flores. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's got it on the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looks as if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Trying to set up the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. He missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finding some room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. To throw, it's Bailey. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Running inside, it's Flores. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
A run for the quarterback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him.
Might have a chance. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Cavaliers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Cavaliers come right back with an answer.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. The throw to the outside is complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Scott. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And he got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.